What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft with me, your boy Iggy. Today, we're jumping back into the wool farm. And from the get-go, I've already decided in between episodes here that we got to move this thing up. Like, it's too low. It's too close to the dripstone farm underneath. That's going to cause issues. Like, I figured we would just get this right from the beginning and not have to come back and do it again later. So one thing that I did want to start off by doing here is coming up to our, well, first let's grab some of the things we're going to need, which are hoppers. And we'll just grab this whole redstone box. And let's see, we need to get our scaffolding, which I think is in this one. Yes, it is. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to kind of just prep out for the final finished project here. So we're going to, this all has to come out, and we're just going to see kind of what the footprint for doing the auto sorter here is going to look like. And that way, when we move this thing up, we can move it away from the building if need be, if there's going to be room like issues. So let's see, we've got our chests here. Is that as high as they go, or is there another row? There is another row. Okay, so that means part of this roof line is going to have to come out as well. That's no big deal. I believe these are 5 high. So let's see. Get rid of that button. And then, so let's see, these are all going to have hoppers going into them like this. And then, so the question is, and like I said, I'm just kind of doing this on camera so you guys can kind of see my thought process behind when I do these builds, because I can't do it in creative. I try, and it just, I don't know. For some reason, I just can't do creative. Like, if I try to design something in creative and then bring it over, I get bored in creative mode and don't end up getting anything designed. And if I do actually finish it, I end up tweaking it for this world anyway. So, all right. So basically, we're going to have our hoppers going in like that. And then there's going to be another row on top of those, which is the actual item sorting hopper. And then above that is going to be the chain hopper. So basically the ones that go along the top, and then things can't come out of that until it hits its the appropriate sorting hopper. So the question is, do I want to have the items come up on this end and come up and go over, or do I want to have the items come up on this end and then go over this direction? And I'm thinking, based on the footprint here, what will probably be best is have a hopper line that basically runs all the way from this end. So it'll come over right angle right here, continue all the way down along here, and then join up with another second line that will come from right here. So the two of them will probably connect right around this point right here. Or no, because if it's under the sheep, it would be this point. So that's where our dropper would go. Or our dropper elevator, I should say, to bring the items up, or a water stream. Basically, we're going to have a dropper that both of these feed into that will automatically unload itself. And that will probably go into a water stream. And if we did the water stream coming up, probably right here, I think could work. And then go that direction. And then if it stops right there, then we would still have a little bit of roof line right here, which works well. And then we can bring the building out to about right here. Well, the end of the farm. And then add another pointed, kind of miniature pointed bit up at the top there to cover that up. And then who knows, we could probably even fit some other stuff in the building here. So yeah, basically, let's see. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and kind of get the item sorter redstone put in for at least this first section right here off camera. And then we'll come back and then we'll kind of see where the water stream is going to go, where the dropper circuit is going to go. And then we'll move all of this up accordingly. So I'm going to get to it and we'll see you shortly. Alrighty, so we're back with a brief progress update. Here's what we've got so far. So basically, following what we were discussing earlier, started towering up here with our scaffolding. Let's just get this out of the way a little bit. But I got all of my redstone bits all crafted and ready to go, but I just figured I would show you kind of how we're doing it here. So I've got the repeaters in and the torches in so far. That's about it for the actual item sorter redstone, just because it's kind of a pain to try to put the repeaters in after you've already got all this constructed. It's easier to do like the 3, the 1, get the one down here, get your repeaters on, and then put the block behind. But let's see, I guess we can pop it right here. So on the very top floor of our storage building here, so we've got our base floor right there, which is kind of all of our items at easy access. And then we've got the second story, which is where our wool and our bulk item storage is going to be. So anything that takes up, multiple chests worth and then starts overflowing into shulker boxes or just needs multiple chests like the wool will go down into these rows of chests right here. So we can actually fly down here and you can see we've got our areas all set up here. So there should be 3, 6, 9, 12, and then ooh, that's gonna be a bit of a predicament. So we're gonna have to probably add a couple more rows of chests right here, because it technically needs to go to this. But if the chests are sticking out, that's only going to give us a 1 block walking area there. Well, that makes things interesting. I guess, you know what, we'll get these right here taken care of first, and then we'll figure out how we're going to get the other rows, because there's 16 different colors of wool, and so we don't have enough chests here, so we may have to figure out a way to divert it to use these 2 little chunks over here, but that could be problematic with the dripstone up above. So while I'm working on the redstone for this bit here, I'll start thinking about what the best plan of attack would be. I guess we could, but then it's going to block the staircase right there. So I guess what we could do, let's see, if this staircase is right here, and these come out to here, because it would be 1, 2 for the chests. I guess we can move this whole staircase back a hair, because you can see we've got a good probably 3 blocks back, or maybe 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's technically 4, so we can move all of this back 4 blocks, so the stairs come up right here, and we won't really lose anything of importance. I mean, we just got our glowberry farm right there, and our vine farm, our dripstone, and our netherwort. It's nice to have all your farms that you're going to be using regularly, kind of in a centralized location, just like how we've got our iron farm in there, and then mob farm is in that, along with all the honey and the sugar cane. So that's always rendered in and going. This building is always rendered in and going as long as we're in the storage building here with our iron farm and our moss farm. But yeah, I think the plan's probably going to have to be to move the staircase right here for the 3rd floor back. And then, do I have chests on me? I don't, but that'll give us enough room, hopefully, right here to get a couple more rows of chests in. And actually, now that I think about it, we're not going to need these windows. So let's see. If we've got 3, that would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, so we're not going to have to move any of that after all. So what we can do instead is just get rid of the little bits in between here. Yeah, that's what that's a way better plan. Is we're just going to pull all of the in between bits out like that, and then that'll give us more than enough room to have our wool wall. So I'm gonna go ahead and like I said, I already showed you the redstone up here, but we're just gonna continue getting this in right here. So we've already got our hopper line set up, and I need to harvest that. That's starting to get a bit intense, but ideally the items will come up a water stream or water elevator right here, and then get carried along the hopper line right here. Works out great because these ones in between is a perfect place for water sources. So this way we can have, you know, the water stream that'll carry the items along, and it'll just be water, and then we'll have another, like, you know, a sign with another water source right there, and then it'll just continue along all the way down. So I think that's going to be good. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of the redstone bits put in here, get all the item sorters ready, and then we'll start moving this up and getting some sheep in there. Alrighty, so I have got the item sorter redstone all set up and taken care of up there for all 16 of our different wool colors. And then I have started to remove the stuff down here from the lower area of our prior setup here, and move the outline up so I can just go ahead and get this filled in with grass, and then just transfer this stuff up here real quick. So I'm just going to leave down there open for the time being, but yeah, just give me just a moment to get everything here moved up there, and then we can start trying to wrangle some of our sheep into this, so we can start collecting some wool to get the item sorters, so they have enough of the items to actually block stuff coming through. And as you will see, this is actually going to be kind of annoying because I already had went ahead and filled all of these with shears, which do not stack. So that's going to be kind of fun going back and forth, refilling all of these. I want to say it took like exactly a stack of iron blocks to completely fill up all of these dispensers with shears. But alrighty, I'm going to hop into this real quick, get this all moved up here. I mean, we already saw the design in the last episode. I'm simply just elevating it. So not going to time lapse or anything, just going to get it in, and then we'll go and grab our sheep. I actually got the dyes already this time too, so actually made sure I was prepared. But without further ado, let's get to it. Alrighty, so we've got all of our sheep stalls, I guess you can call it, moved up. So they are all elevated now, and I just put a temporary chest right here for the time being with the excuse me, with the hopper minecart that I had shown in the last video. So it's basically the same thing, just kind of temporary, so we can get at least a couple stacks that we can use to do the item sorters. So I figure after it builds up a little bit, we can reroute these hoppers to a hopper line that'll kind of come over this way, and then pop out right here, come over, and then shoot right up our water elevator that we will have right here. So that's all good to go. We just need to go and get our sheep in. So I'm going to go and get the preparations for that started, and once we're all ready, we'll start bringing some of the sheep over. Okay, so here we are. Time for the annoying part. I mean, I'm not sure what's worse, moving livestock or moving villagers, but they're both pretty awful. So I made a little vestibule here So we can hopefully, oh shit, I'm on the wheat. They're all gonna gather up right there. So the goal here is to see if we can like lead the one dude, open that, get a couple of them through. No, back up, get that shut. All right, so now we got our 2, which I think this will actually work out good because we can breed these 2 up and then take the babies one at a time. So yeah, we'll do 2 of you. And then where's the child? Alright, yeah, you. Gonna be difficult. Yeah. Come on. A little further. Get that shut, alright. Yeah, you need to like forget about your parents. They're not relevant anymore. Alright, and we'll just bring this little guy over here. And actually, if we use the wheat, he should just follow. Make it a little bit easier. So we're going to lure him on over. Put the wheat in the offhand. We can probably get rid of the lead now. Alright, you come with me. And I went ahead and I pulled the redstone off all of these so that we can actually like dye them without any issues. So let's see, we're just gonna need you to come on, drop down into the hole. Don't make me nudge you. Perfect. Okay, and in you go. And that's where you'll be living for the rest of your days. All right, so now I just got to do that 15 more times. So let's get to it. You guys aren't ready to breed yet, so that's gonna make things a little interesting. I guess we'll take the adults. So yep, you come on. Gonna bring you out. Close that. Take the lead off you, and now you can follow me. Alright, well that's 2 down. We're gonna have to do something, maybe use a piston to push that glass block above him. I mean, he's not gonna be able to get out, but back to it. Alrighty, so we have got all of our sheep successfully in their respective compartments. It took some doing, it was quite the hassle. Some of these guys do not like to cooperate, but as you can see, we are already starting to get some wool going. So we can just clear out the glass that fell into some of these, but yeah, it looks like everything's chugging away. I did use a silence me name tag on all of the sheep. That is part of the Vanilla Tweaks data pack. I believe I linked it in episode number 1. And basically it just makes it so if you rename a mob to silence or silence me, you will no longer hear that mob. So it's not going to be super obnoxious listening to all of the sheep going ballistic over here. But I think this is where we're going to wrap it up for today. Next episode, we can start working on, well, I'll probably AFK for a little bit overnight here to get these chests to fill up a little bit. Because I believe you need 41 items to do an item sorter. You see that one just worked right there. But yeah, and then we'll be able to pretty much just add another row of hoppers underneath these that will direct over here to a dropper system that will have a nice little item elevator up. And we'll go into our auto sorters that we've got set up for the various wool blocks. So we'll have our nice little wool section of the build right there, which we'll take care of next episode. And then the episode after that, we can work on connecting this building to whatever structure we have that goes around here. So, like I said, I think that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching, as always. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button so you're notified every time a new episode comes out. Check me out on Twitter and Twitch. Both are at IggyHaxer. And I also have a Patreon coming soon, so keep your eyes open for that. But we'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.